Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical, this is Mystical Gaming. We're jumping into Watcher of Realms now. Star-Crossed Romance has kicked off. These are the first 6 stages. Let's get through them. They're not particularly hard. There's a couple of little things that we might want to know about, particularly as we get on to stage 6. Chapters below, so if you want to have a look at, jump to specific parts, then do that. As long as at the end you do the old thumbs up, like and subscribe would help me out massively. So there we go, right, that's that bit done. Now let's jump in, let's have a look at stage 1. So this is what we've got for stage 1. It's not, sort of still learning when I come around and do this really. It's not overly tricky. Olag, Baron, absolutely fantastic. Healer, take whatever healer you like. I'm going for Vortex for the bulk of this because I'm trying to keep it down. I don't think I go above it. It's shrinking me right down. There we go. I don't think I go above that, but Olag and Baron are absolutely fantastic for this sort of content, so feel free to use them. And then you've got your free legendary hero that's in all the stages that you get anyway for a free assist, so we'll be using him. I mean, Baron is just fantastic because you can't kill him, or they can't kill him, so he puts his shield up, then he's got time to get heals. And Olag on the other side, they don't even touch, so and that's why they're so good. And then once we've built up enough, we can then just put down our assist hero and put him down behind, and then he reaches over and he can do all the DPS for us, and that's about it. That's essentially the fight done. If you've got another ranged fighter to go up behind Olag, that could make life easier for you. And that's realistically the fight done. You don't need anyone else. Now they've got some archers coming out now that sort of ping off and hit your healers, but you can give them someone to hit. So if you put down someone who's a bit tankier, something like that, then you could give them a free target to hit instead of just hitting someone you actually want. I just heal through it, but if you want to, feel free to just get some cheap units just to place down. And if you've still got issues, I'll take those cheap units and I'll just put some HP percent gear on them, bit of defense percentage running in there, and just make them a bit tankier. And that way it gives your archers something to attack rather than attacking the units you want to stay there. So that's realistically it, and that's pretty much this fight done. Our fighters who are behind the line, they've got their ultimates ready. If we want, we stick down a mole because, well, we figure we might do some damage, but we realistically don't, and all he is a target for more archers as they come round. Yeah, quick and easy fight. I wouldn't overly stress or worry about it, to be honest. More archers coming round, and attack Ridra, I thought she might have been safe there, that spot back there, but they've got the range to get her, or at least that top side has on that side. And if you put her down the other side, then I'm sure the bottom range would have got her anyway. So there we are, attacking healers, and now we're attacking our maul. The top side's, attacking Vortex, and it's sort of a bit of a learning curve this for me. So it's not as easy, or it's a lot easier than I make it look. I make it look hard, and it's not. You can just put down someone else for the marksman to attack, and then you're laughing. Then you have no issues whatsoever. And that process there is very much what we use in the next phase. So now the marksmen have gone much further up. We're just waiting for them to come down. As they come down, then we can start nuking and using our ultimates. I wouldn't worry about taking them out beforehand. All their energy's gone, so they're not hitting for anything. They haven't got any health really. I mean, it's fine. They're not as bad as I make it look in this first stage. The first stage is much easier than I give it credit for. It's done with, I don't know, what did we have, 150-ish, didn't we, something like that, so that's easily done. I'm sort of expecting to do it with my free-to-play account, to be honest, so that'd be quite nice. Right, that one's done and out of the way. Let's move on. Stage 2, let's go. So this is stage 2. I went a bit more healer and defender centric on this. I figured that would be the way to go. Again, this is just a quick easy tank and spank realistically. So again, we're going with our famous duo. So there's the first one of them down. Olog's already down. and then after that we'll get our hero down that we're allowed, our assist hero, that's the phrase I'm looking for, and he will just clear everything up for us, and that's it. With that little lane there is all they can come through. Then we just put him down, we give him a tank in front of him, a healer, and then that's pretty much the fight done and dusted. We've got some spare healers, we've got some spare tanks, that's it. Nice easy run through stage 2, no problems whatsoever. Yeah, chuck down another healer just because, well, we can, and I think later on I chuck down another tank because I'm worried he might get lonely, but that's essentially it. There is no issues with this fight whatsoever. You should be able to motor through it very easily. Be surprised if anyone's watching this one. I'm going to imagine most people have just shot straight to stage 6 and gone for that. That'll probably be the way ahead, I should imagine. So there we go. Right, there's the big ultimate ready on our assist hero, and he can nuke everyone down. It's nice, easy, tank and spank fight, and once the ones in the front are done, then we can remove our Baron, and we can let the others sort of slide in towards him, and then we can kill those off as well. So there we go, there's those done. We can slowly do them. We're doing a small amount of damage to them if you really want to, or if you've got some other heroes you can put them down, but it's just as easy to remove Baron and then allow them to come in. Baron is only realistically there to stop him getting overborne with too many heroes coming at him. So there's stage 2 done, all 3 starred, happy days. Let's get stage 3 out of the way, and then moving onwards. Right, stage 3, this one's quite interesting. There's no marksman, they've got no way to hit any platform based units. So take a healer, I've taken 2, 3, so I probably overkilled on healers. You might get away with none, but probably best to take 1. And then after that you're going to need a tank, and that is really the rest of them, marksman, anything you like really, just pick up your best ones. So stage 3, really easy as soon as you twig that they haven't got any marksmen there, or they can't hit any platform based units. So that becomes nice and easy for you. So our assist hero goes down there, he's going to do the bulk of our DPS for us as normal, and then we're just waiting on the coin coming up for us, and then chucking down some heroes. It's not, might need a healer for him, but maybe you don't, I don't know, to be honest. There's probably ways around to do it without a healer. There we go. So there's a healer goes down, there's our tank goes down, and then after that is just start placing your platform based people where you like, because they are not going to attack you or hit you. So that's it. Just a little walk in the park really. Get some AoE where they park up, like there's 4 of them there, so if you can get some better AoE, I'm sure you've got better AoE than I'm using. Single target for up at the top if you fancy it. It's all easy. Stage 3 is probably the easiest stage there is. Once you twig that there's no way for them to hit you or hit any of your platform based units. So it should not take you too long to do. Again, we've saved up our assist hero, we've got him down there ready to go. His ultimate is fully spammed up. Not all my heroes got gear on, like I've got Luria, therefore she's given me that extra range for the Piercer Lord. But I don't think I've put gear on her anyway. Feel free to scroll back and you'll be able to see when we start up. I'm fairly certain she hasn't. And this is it. It's nice and easy. This is possibly the easiest stage there is. Yeah. I mean, the others going forward aren't that hard to do either. Once you know the sort of format of the fight, the others become relatively easy as well. But this is all nice and easy. Last couple to do. Like I say, chapters below. Jump if you're on this one to number 4, because this is good. Everything done, all cleared, nice and easy. No big rare to get heroes or anything like that. Nothing needed. Okay, Next one, let's go. Right then, next one, stage 4. Let's jump in, see the team we've used, see the strat for this. So stage 4 does have them having marksmen in there, so we haven't got a massive team here. And again, pretty easy. So Olag's our tank, he goes up there first to stop him coming round. Then after that we've got our duty hero coming in again, who the game's all about. This is designed for him, so he's absolutely crazy not to use him. Down he goes, we put him back there, we get a full range out of him. I was looking at maybe putting a tank in front of him or another defender, but that didn't really sort of pan out. It's not required. Healer goes down. Now the marksmen only come down from, well, just over my shoulder. They just come down from in here. We haven't got any this round, but that's where they actually come from. In fact, I'll move myself a bit higher out of the way. There we go, and we'll be able to see this is where the marksmen come down, just below me now. But we do not have to worry about them. I chuck some DPS in over the other side, reaching over. Again, I've got my Piercer Lord, so I've got the extra range for Idril, so she can actually hit everyone without any issues. He's married because I sort of picked her really without sort of knowing what I was getting into. There's my second healer going down. I don't think there's a requirement for it, but it was more to worry about the marksman. Now, next in slot, we've got our AoE going down. It takes a while for these mobs on the bottom right there to come round, so we can get some AoE going on those. Greed is absolutely fantastic. Free use champion. Just crack on and use him. He is good. So we can crack on and use him without any issues whatsoever. Where are we next? Now we've got the marksman. We've got the marksman down the bottom, so we are just waiting on those starting to move. When they start to move, we're going to pick our Baron up and put Baron down there. Now they can hit Baron all day long. They can go for that, and then as soon as Baron's ultimate comes up, we're just going to trigger the ultimate. He gives himself the big shield, and it gives us time not to worry about the marksman trying to pick off our healers or anything like that, and then we can just take out the rest of the field. The rest of the field will spawn, we can take it out. There's Baron's ultimate is up, so we can put the big shield on him. There he is, and the marksmen are still trying to hit him. They're doing, what was it, 199 damage on him. They're not doing any great damage on him. He's not doing any great damage to them either, but I mean, the job is just to keep them there, penned in, out of the way for the moment, and we will worry about them later. So again, we've had another group come round, but Greed is slowly taking those out without any issues whatsoever. So they're down, what, about half health, and about 3/4 of their time is still left to run. So they will go before anything happens. We don't have to worry about them. They'll all be dead. Now, Baron gets overrun here, but it's only with ground-based units, so they're not an issue. He's about to die, and when he dies, again, it's not an issue for us. We're mostly done. But what we end up doing is placing down another marksman, and this is solely to give their marksmen someone to shoot at. I don't want to shoot my healers, and I don't want to shoot my DPS, so just give them a spare target that they can quite happily slot, while my DPS is taking care of everyone else. Now Idril's got her ultimate up, and she can ping them from a mile away. There's another unit for them to attack. I mean, it's just go down there as they walk past, so they don't have anyone else to really do. There we go. That's him done. Stage 4, done and dusted, all 3-starred, no worries whatsoever. Right, let's keep going. Stage 5 next, again, chapters below if you need them. Stage 5, let's go. Right, here's our team. I don't think it's changed at all. Boris still hasn't got any gear on. We don't have to worry about that. We're well underpowered for this, but again, it's not hard because we've got a superhero coming straight in. We're going to speed it up a little bit because we're going to place him down first. So down he goes. Sorted. That's him down. He's going to take care of all the ones coming in for us, okay, with his nice big smash. There he goes, smashing away, and no great shakes. There's our tank. Our tank can't go beside him, so our tank's going up there. Again, we're using Olag because, as we know, he is just unkillable. Now, next hero to go down is I put down an Idril. Idrils, I want the range to come just in front of Olag, so we've got something to actually take down the people that Olag is stopping, and then after that we chuck down a healer. The healer's just there to make sure our superhero doesn't die. Now the other part is we may get overrun. We've got to be careful of that. So I put down a greed just to try and slow people down, so he's got more time to actually get his hits off. You might want to use a mole, you might want to use a Mary. I put my Mary down there just because I want to try and use some heroes. I don't think I need to use her at all, but down she goes. So she's down there anyway. Now this is where we might get overrun, so we can put Baron down just by the exit as well, okay? So we'll still hit the people beside us. That just stops anyone escaping, okay? Just to make sure we get the 3 stars. If you trigger off his ultimate, you'll probably clear everyone off and you won't worry about it. But down at the bottom, again, we've put down an additional marksman because we've got little marksmen creeping out at the bottom. And as they come out, we need to give them a target other than the person we want to attack them. So just chuck down any spare unit you've got. There goes Theowin, and we put up our next target for them, okay? It's not just give them a little someone to have a play with, so they can target someone while you take them down with the DPS that you want to take them down with, okay? Not hard. These are the last couple of units coming down. They're not going to be able to overrun us with Baron there because there's just too much blockage for them, and they'll all die long before they actually get out of there. So that's stage, I don't know, what are we on? 4, 5. Stage 5 is done now. That's stage 5 done. Absolutely no great shakes whatsoever. Moving on to stage 6. Stage 6 is a little bit trickier, but again, it's no issues. We're still going to be using the same terrible heroes. Pick better heroes. If you're doing this, pick heroes with better abilities, better range, pick lords, that sort of thing, so you get all those lord skills. That's a much better way to do this than this method is, but this is just showing you that you can do it with low use champions, okay, and more of a strategy on how to do it as opposed to a solid guide. Right, here we go. So that's 5 done. Stage 6 is open. Stage 6 is open for us now. Right, stage 6, this one's more tricky. Now I do use a couple of specific heroes. The first one is Decimus. If Decimus is used, you want to put 1 promotion in him. He wants Defiance. That's going to make sure that when his HP drops to 0, he remains alive from continuous fight up to 6 seconds, okay? That's what we're using him for, and that's not strictly true. I've put skills into him, so I've done that effect duration for +2 seconds, so he's now going to be unyielding or undying for 8 seconds. And he's not the only one. I'm also going to use Baron, and the reason I'm using Baron is Baron has very much the same skill sort of thing. He's got an unyielding on because I don't want Baron to die either, okay? So there we go, we're using 2 heroes that have got unyielding or undying abilities, and that becomes, for me, quite important. So let's jump into the fight. We're going to discuss a couple of things as we go forward into the fight, okay? So there are a couple of things we do need to know. So let's get into this. Now, the boss has an enrage ability or a rage ability that we can see. So there's his rage up at the top right. And when it reaches 100 rage, when he reaches 100 rage, he hits 3 random allies, okay? Now, we can sort of play to that to our advantage. That's quite important, so we're going to be playing around with that. Just make sure that when he does his chaos, he's going to hit 3 random allies, but we'll discuss that when he gets to it. Next, just underneath me, there is a baluster. Now that's going to hit the last unit placed down, okay? Last deployed hero on the battlefield, okay? And it's got pretty much full range of the battlefield. So we need to make sure we know what we're doing with that. And that's about it. Other than that, we are all good to go. So we are waiting for the boss to hit 100 rage before we put anyone down. Then we only put 1 person down. We know the boss is going to hit 3 people at random. There's only 1, so he's going to be it. There he goes. There was his chaos. Now, also, we waited for our baluster to hit Baron. 1 hit. After that, we then place down our Idril. Idril's placed down. Idril takes 1 hit. When Idril's hit, we then place down our healer. Our healer gets placed down. And there we go. We are good to go for a little bit. The next thing we're looking for, there we go. That hit there, that took Baron to his unyielding. Okay, he's now gone that orangey colour. So we have got about 6 seconds, and then at the 6 second mark, we're going to pull him away. So he does 1 hit, and now before the next hit, we call him back. We call him back so we get the coins. We don't want to waste those coin caps, we get them. Then we're placing down Decimus. The reason we're placing down Decimus is he's not going to die either. The boss can't kill him, so that's alright. We're just waiting on the boss, making sure he goes into that Defiance. There he goes. He's now been killed. He's now got 0. So within the next couple of seconds, We pull him away and we get some coins back. And see, we're already up to 30 coins. Now we can place Olag down. Why do we place Olag down? Because you can't kill Olag. So that's him done. The baluster at the bottom, the big arrow thing, that's been killed. And it's only a couple of coins, but we can put our hero up behind Olag. So there he goes. Now we're just tanking and spanking away quite happily. Now we've got to look up. We're on 82 rage. 82, so we're just waiting for the 100 mark. So he's going to attack 3 units, 3 random units. So all we can do is I place people down just to put the odds slightly in my favour. I don't want him to attack certain units. I want them to have the best chance possible for them living. So if I place more units down, there we go. We hit Theowin. I don't mind if Theowin gets hit. He was one of the units. Fantastic that. If you've got a chance to place down some of the others, go for it. I don't worry about moving Idril. She's got her ultimate up. She can hit the boss. That's all good. That's why she's down there. And she comes into play a little later on in the game as well. But that ultimate for it is all good. Let's placing down our next piercer. We're placing down our next piercer who hasn't got gear on. But we don't mind. Because we don't really need them. And it's only if, when his ultimate is up, that it gives us more people to hit. So that's about it. We can hit our ultimate now on everyone else. So he's got his ultimate fully ranged up. He's got it up to that 200% mark, so we can trigger off his ultimate. The boss is now down to what, 46%. There we go. We place down our next ranged DPS. They're going down there as his rage gets up. I don't know if his rage will hit it. We can trigger off ultimates as we get them. They're no great shakes whatsoever. We are onto a bit of a counter. The battlefield does tend to get busier if you don't get the boss down, I say soon, but there is a time limit attached to it. We can see there's more and more units coming in. There's his Seeds of Chaos, 3 random people. There we go. What do we got? Got Theowin again. We got one of the healers, and we got, I think, Idril as well. No great shakes. No issues whatsoever. Everyone's nicely spaced out. We've got our fighter over there. We've got Estrid. She's over there just taking some damage for us. In hit by a marksman, which is nice for her. And that's it. The boss is dead. We're just clearing up a couple of other people. I can get rid of Estrid now, and I can claim the coins back because that works better for me. Having the coin cost come back. There we go. And now we're just waiting on the rest of the fight coming up. Right, there's our next baluster, and now that one has turned up just in time for Idril to have her ultimate up, which is nice, and attacks the last unit down. Our last unit down now is Baron. You can attack Baron all day long. You are not going to kill our Baron. Our Baron is just going to go unyielding, so that's all good for us. And there's Idril. Idril should be able to kill it. We should be all right there, I think. If not, it'd be a couple of hits from Baron, but nothing great. Nothing for us to worry about whatsoever. The last hit was from Baron. Boom. Easy. We can recall Baron, and now we're just waiting for the battlefield to fill up. What will happen is we get more and more people come down onto the battlefield. They don't really do anything. They've got a timer ticking away, and it does take some time for them to do anything. Idril starts taking care of the ones on the right hand side. It's not an issue. We don't need her to. I fire off her ultimate sort of at the wrong time, but we'll come round to that later. I shouldn't have done it when I do. You can make it easier, and we'll do a correction on that as we come down. Now we've got some more people coming down. We're a little under halfway. We're 16 out of 34 killed. We've still got a few more to do. And then what we're waiting on is we're waiting on 2 more heroes will enter the battlefield, and they will walk up the top and the bottom lanes, and as they get to the units along the side, they will trigger them to actually start their walk in. So it's nice, isn't it? We don't have to worry about it. It's not something, once you've got rid of the boss and that second big arrow archer, boom, coming in, all good. You don't have anything really to worry about. I'm doing it with some terrible champions. You should have better champions here to do it with. You've got some, like I say, you've got some Legos with some better skills, better range, quicker respawn times, anything like that is all going to work in your favour, okay? So nothing for us to worry about. And also putting gear on them would help as well. So I use Idril's ultimate here, and this is the wrong time for me to use it. So she takes out that one there. He only had sort of very little health. Sort of the wrong time for me to use it. Now we've got the one coming round from the top that I can't reach. I can reach for a little bit, but then her ultimate runs out. So I should have waited till that one came into range a bit more, not into range, but being closest to the core to get out, and then becoming the danger for Idril to attack. So I sort of do that at the wrong time. It doesn't make any difference realistically. Everything still goes along quite happily, and there's no real issues with it. But you can easily smash through this, as particularly as free to play. I can't see you having, I mean, get champions worse than this. I don't know. I think if they are all 60, aren't they? So yeah, I think it's doable. There we go. That's it done. And now we go on to just go on to the cinematics. This is cinematic. We'll skip this so you can read the story yourselves, so no spoiler. There you go, that's it, all done, all 6 stages, all as free to play as I think I can get. Any questions, pop in the comments below. Any tips that you've got for other players coming through, feel free to pop them in the comments below as well, and we'll sort of pin them up, and we'll see if we can get a bit of a chat going with people who've got issues with it. But I think if you're free to play, and if you're a young account, you should give this a go as well. I will be on the free to play challenge account. I think I'll be able to do some way to do this. I think I should manage to get through the bulk of it. It's not that hard. Good solid tank, good solid healer, nothing special needed, and you are good to go. Right, that's me done. Thanks very much for your time. If you do the old thumbs up, like and subscribe, would help me out massively, and I'll see you all in a video again soon. Let's start moving on to the challenge mode to see how easy we can make that as well. All right, cheers, goodbye.